gear candy segment, as we like to call it, is kind of our take on what your desert island piece of gear might be. But it's kind of grown and evolved because we talk to, songwriters, players, musicians, producers, a bunch of different kind of creatives on the show. So the answers vary greatly. But I'm curious, what comes to the top of your mind? Do you have one central thing that if you had to just like grab it and run, that's your go-to, or something that really influences the way your stuff comes out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like looking around because I'm like surrounded by all my stuff right now, and so I'm like, but like at the end of the day, like if a fire were to just like break out right now and I had to grab one thing, it would definitely be my Fender Strat. It's like I'm like, oh man, maybe I could like mention I have like a bunch of like cool boutique-y pieces of gear. I'm like, maybe I could mention something cool, but at the end of the day, my Fender Stratocaster is my favorite thing. I got it back in 2019 from Fender, which was really, really nice and felt like I've been playing guitar my whole life. So I was just kind of like, whoa. So that feels really cool about it too. That's how it came into my life. But also it's just like the nicest guitar. It's just something that I feel like all of the times that I'm having the most fun playing music, I'm usually playing this guitar. And it's like the guitar that I like sit with at home and like learn like Steely Dan riffs with. And it's just the piece of gear I spend the most time with in my life. I have a lot of guitars I love. I have an acoustic I love. I have a bunch of stuff, but like this is the one. If I had to just take one thing out of this apartment right now.
Are you staring at it right now?
Yeah, it's this olive green.
Oh, that's awesome.
American Professional. It's the American Professional olive green with the black pick guard for anybody who can't see.
And
it's just a classic
that
Strat.
color.
You know, the color is beautiful and it's just a classic Fender Strat. They really invented this guitar and had no notes, and I have no notes. It's a good no notes. It's a great
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they did it a while ago.
Is that the one with the noiseless?
I don't think so. It makes it kind of but it is pretty. Maybe it is.
Okay.
I'm also not that smart with it. I kind of was like, what's the most expensive one that looks the coolest? No, that's not true. I was like, which one calls to me? That color really called to me.
That color's awesome. I love it so much.
Yeah.
As a Strat person, neck pickup, bridge pickup, middle pickup. You got to set it and forget it.
It's like always bridge pickup.
Okay.
It's always bridge. Cool. It's always at bridge. Yeah. For this guitar, I mean that's the Strat tone. You know, it just like that's the tone.
I love it. That's great.
That's it. I feel like it's the only way to do it.
I love that you have an answer. There's something about I have like an American Standard Strat that actually, Tom, it's still up at the studio. I never see it anymore, but it was it was the first
Sad.
I'll say the first like nice guitar, that I had. I guess when I got it maybe like junior high or whatever, but and I always kept it around. And it never really played with it that much because I gravitated towards humbuckers eventually, and just like I don't know.
That's what I did. I kind of went through the loop. I kind of was like started with a Strat or like I started with like a Mexican Strat when I was like, I think I got it for my birthday when I was like 10 or 12. And then I was like, everyone plays Strat. I got to find something cooler. I got to find something more like, why does everyone play Strat? I'm going to get something unique. And then it's like, well, everyone plays a Strat for a reason.
And now we're back. And now we're back. I know.
Full circle.
Elle, did you ever have a P90 phase?
Never did.
It's either like Strat, P90, humbuckers, and then back to Strat. I find.
Yeah, no, I was like really into only playing acoustic for a second, and then I really wanted for a while my dream guitar was like a Gibson ES335, which is one of those like semi hollow body, really really nice ones. And then I just was like, you know what, no, because the Strat is light and it shreds and it's great for a bunch of different things. It's a great sounding electric guitar.
It is super versatile. That's why I say it's like, I mean, you're like, oh, it's always bridge. It's got to be bridge. And I'm like, yeah, but also like the neck pickup on a Strat is a vibe for so many things in its own way that you're not getting that out of, out of my Les Pauls on the neck pick. It's not, you're not getting the same thing. But yeah, I love it. And also on the new record, even there's like a lot of really like the acoustic and electric layering, or so it sounds at moments. It's just really done in such a great way. Just as an aside, and I don't know if it was that guitar or
it was this guitar. All the electric guitar on the record is this guitar.
Yeah. It just works really well, to the point where I found myself listening to something and I was like, this is amazing. I don't know if I'm listening to acoustic or electric. I don't care. It's working right now,
Perfect.
Yeah, no, and it really was. And I loved it. So that's great. And that guitar looked great doing it. I bet that color is awesome. I don't even know. Do they make that
sexy ass guitar?
Do they make that color anymore? Probably not.
Probably. I mean, I only got this a couple of years ago, so probably. It's not like a vintage guitar. It's definitely a new guitar, I
don't know. Sometimes they go, I'll do some investigating.
They do go in and out though.
Yeah.
They do go in and out with some stuff,
well, that's great.
I'm pretty sure it's still a thing.
I love that you have your ride or die Strat. It makes me long for mine. Tom, treat it well up there. Maybe say hi to it for me. Send me a picture of it later when you're at the studio. Well, thanks, Elle. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Music to my